In today's video, I decided to hop in with the brand new schematic Grenade Bandolier into Modern Warfare Zombies to tell you if it's good or bad, because it's a very interesting schematic. Now, if you're wondering how to unlock it, you do have to complete the Season 5 Reloaded Easter egg, which is a bit complicated, but I do have a guide on my channel, and there are also plenty of guides out there from different content creators that are just as good as mine, or probably better. Anyway, when you activate the actual Grenade Bandolier, your lethals and tacticals will turn yellow, and the ones that I decided to start off, the ones that I just decided to spawn in with in this game, were just some stims and semtexes, and instantly you do start off with only one of each. It started kind of like going through a timer, or at least a bar that was filling up white, that was essentially showing me that it's refilling my lethal and tactical. Now, if you're wondering how long these specific ones take, it's actually not that long. It will be between 30 to 40 seconds. I've noticed it is 40 seconds for most of the actual lethals. Could be shorter for tacticals, but the thing with tacticals is it gets a little bit complicated. I will be getting into that just a bit soon. So any of the gray items that you can spawn in with, from decoys to anything like that, should replenish within 40 seconds, and in my opinion, that is actually really useful and really good. The fact that it is a schematic that will have a pretty chunky cooldown is kind of disappointing, but if you're hopping into a game and want to run around tier 3 or tier 4, this bad boy is definitely something that I would consider spawning in with, because once we get onto the actual purple items, like right now, the first one I decided to test out was the LT Casimir. It does unfortunately take a bit longer, so this is where I would kind of recommend for you to maybe approach this differently, and I will go over some of the recommendations I have for you to potentially improve this and at least make it useful. Because the LT Casimir, the purple items, including the monkey bombs, I tested out as well, they do take around 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the dot if my timer was correct, and that isn't the best and it isn't the worst, because here's the interesting thing that I would recommend for you to do if you decide to spawn in with these, which I still think they're very useful. Don't buy only one LT Casimir. If you can only afford one, like I could in this game, the bandolier thing is actually pretty useful in this kind of a scenario, where it allows me to, hey, I can't afford another Casimir, but this is something I want to run around the entire game with. I can't buy anymore, so let me just replenish it over time. That is definitely something that I did really enjoy. And yeah, the 3 minute and 30-second counter is pretty tough, and once you have the 2 LT Casimirs, because you know you can only carry up to 2, it does stop. So the limit of lethals and tacticals, whatever it is for that certain one, it will stop on that. So going over to the monkey bomb, it also did take 3 minutes 30 seconds for my counter, and I couldn't think of any others lethal tacticals of different rarities that would really stand out with a timer. You do have the Aether blade, but the Aether blade replenishes on its own, and apart from that, maybe a combination of the Grenade Bandolier and also the dead wire detonators. It could be a solid combo, because the dead wire detonators activate dead wire whenever you use your lethals or tacticals, and you know, why not just also use the Grenade Bandolier where you get them back. Now, will you be getting these back faster than you could potentially find them with the higher rarity ones? Probably, like the LT Casimirs, definitely, or the monkey bombs. But if we're talking about just like, you know, a tactical or lethal that's like a stim or something, personally, sometimes there's situations where I just don't find them, so this is something that I definitely will enjoy using. And is it worth completing that Season 5 Reloaded Easter egg? That is definitely kind of a pain in your ass. Is it worth just completing the sigil or the actual Elder Sigil to unlock the schematic? Yeah, I'd say for this specific item, hell yeah. On top of that, you do get the stash increase, which is a huge plus, and the Disciple Bottle is going to be the next one that I will be testing out and letting you know if it's good, because, you know, it's just a friendly Disciple in a bottle. But again, I do recommend for you to test it out. Definitely unlock it. It's definitely useful. If you're a gamer that likes to play a lot of Modern Warfare Zombies, you will find a lot of use in it. Anyway, that's enough yapping. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, like, or whatever. I don't care. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.